This is something I'm thinking about doing this as a segment where we go back in time, because this article is from 2008. It says Obama, and this article I like to dedicate it to Felipe, the Obama lover of the group. So Obama looks to harness the grassroots support, right? This is from NPR in 2008, November 12, 2008. So he's not even in office just yet, right? And basically what I want to point out about it, of course, Obama looks to harness grassroots support. That's an oxymoron. Like, we know this now in 2020. Then I'll read this. When Obama delivered his election victory speech in Chicago, he thanked his wife, his campaign manager, and his strategists. Then he thanked his volunteers, the army of political foot soldiers who donated money and knocked on doors. Obama took the foundation that Dean himself dug in 2004, the small dollar internet fundraising, and the DNC's 50-state strategy, and erected a powerful political infrastructure. The numbers of eye-popping 10 million names on an email list, 3.1 million donors, but most importantly, number of all may be the 10 of thousands of what the campaign called super volunteers, people who worked sometimes 40 to 50 hours a week for Obama. And this is the last thing I'm going to say here. I think in the same way, these incredible volunteers that we had carried his message throughout the campaign, talking to their neighbors about why he was the right candidate to bring the change that we need. I can see them in a similar way, explaining healthcare proposal, explaining whatever issues it is. And this is the last sentence. And as soon as they are explaining Obama's plans to their neighbors, the president-elect can skirt that so-called media filter and urge them through text messages, emails, and video links to inundate their Congress members with expressions of support for his agenda, like Medicare for all, or like the public option. Oh, excuse me, he did not do that. Felipe.
He could have.
I do want to say that Obama never ran on the public option or Medicare for all. Not excusing it, just saying that. Besides that, outside of that, Barack Obama had the most successful grassroots campaign in history until that point.
And wasted it.
No, he totally did. He never had a supermajority, quite like you guys always like to say.
He did have it. What are you talking about?
He was a senator off.
No, come on, man.
He was a senator off.
He had a supermajority for 2 years.
President or Barack Obama did campaign on the public option. So
I believe so. I want to thank you for the fact check.
We got receipts. Oh, receipts.
Felipe.
Receipts.
Pull him up.
Felipe, take you out.
President Barack Obama promoted the idea of the public option while running for election in 2008.
He never said the words public option.
Felipe, just take you out.
But
I'm sure
he never said the words public option. I've used this in an argument before.
You lost that argument?
You lost the argument.
Actually.
Obama ran on the public option.
Yeah, he did. Come on, man.
Yeah, it wasn't Obama renews public option.
July 2016, Obama renews call for a public option, in quotes, in federal health law.
All right. Oh, wait. Well, maybe he was calling for it before he ran.
So 2016 July. This isn't 2016 November. Or 2016 is, that's more recent. So we got to go back further. Let's see.
Hey, let me
2006.
Yeah, Felipe, let me bring up this point real quick, guys, because recently Barack Obama talked about how if he had a more Democrats in the Senate and he didn't have as much Republican opposition, he could have got more things passed, right? That's what he said. But as we see, he didn't even try to galvanize his super volunteers to contact congressmen. And I already told in the past video how he went to Dennis Kucinich and convinced him to vote for a more moderate version of healthcare than to go to Joe Lieberman. He didn't go to Joe Lieberman to force him to at least accept a public option.
One other thing I'll add too is that that article talks about how he kind of skirted the the media, and I don't know that he really did that per se, but he did revolutionize the way candidates use social media specifically to reach individual voters, to reach them directly.
Yeah.
And one thing that we've seen with AOC is that she has taken that formula and put it on steroids. So she really, I guess she learned from that.
Well, even better than AOC is Trump, to be honest.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. No, he's right.
I mean, the way he uses Twitter, and
He's right.
that's his megaphone.
Yeah, but he only used Twitter. But like, but to Izzy's point, AOC is going on Instagram Live. She's going to what was that game on Twitch? So she's doing
Among Us.
So she's getting to like, Trump is Twitter. Like Trump is just like, he tweet with whatever hours, his followers are following him, and that's where he gets everything to social media for himself. But where Izzy's trying to get, like, LC's like, how many young voters she registered by just going through those platforms. A lot of people, she would answer questions like right then, like when she goes on Instagram Live, people would ask her questions and she would like answer them. Like people, she put questions on her story, and then she, so she's reaching that level. Trump is just putting every lie that he could put on the tweet. But I think, AOC is doing the connection. Like, I think people feel that she's actually, genuine and like someone that they could ask a question and she may respond to them.
And the thing is too, like how much attention does Trump really get on Twitter if he's not also magnified by the media? Because he gets both. He puts something on Twitter and then all of the media talks about it for a week. So that definitely helps him. If he didn't have that, would people really be paying attention to all his tweets?
Which is why I think Gabe and I always have this discussion with you, and you never want to give him credit when we tell him that he's a marketing, he knows how to market this stuff. Like anytime that anything's happening, he just puts a tweet, and everything in the back end is happening, but the media is talking about his tweet. And you never have given him credit for that. And Gabe and I always said, like, he knows what he's doing.
I think he's just a moron, and
I think he's just loud, and people,
I'm not sure it's
exactly
all marketing. I'm with Izzy more on this one because even though he does use social, at least Twitter, to reach his followers, and he has his, unfiltered version of himself out there. I don't think it's so much marketing genius the way he's covering, more than, it's like if it bleeds, it leads. Everybody likes watching a train wreck. That's why he even got popular in the first place. Mm-hmm. People thought, oh, he's not going to win, but let's put everything, every single word he says on TV because it's good for ratings. And little did they know that it just got him more popular and he ended up winning. So
Trump
right now,
knows how to play the narrative, and you guys don't want to give him credit. Something happened with Russia. Trump goes talk about the economy or talk about Hillary or somebody, and the media talks about it for a week.
Yeah, but it's the way that they cover it, because they just give them the way the media is right now. They don't really there to really fact check him the way he should be, or they do everything as a he said, she said. So they just say, well, Trump said this. What do you think about that? That doesn't help anybody. Journalism, when it comes to the mainstream media, is dead. They don't inform anybody. They're just parroting whatever Trump says, and then put some talking heads in there to snipe back and forth about it. But they're not really analyzing. They're not saying whether what he's saying is true or false or helpful. Now that they want Biden to win, they're some of those, MSNBC is against them like that or whatever. But they really never. They're not really journalists. They just establishing people. Watch when Biden comes in, they're going to treat Biden the same way. They're just going to pair whatever him and the industrial military complex says.
Nah, I disagree with you, Carlito. I think the mainstream media like CNN, MSNBC, they have been calling him out for his lies, especially these debates. They've had a guy that specializes in fact-checking Trump on CNN. I don't know his name right now.
But when is this? This is now.
Yeah. Okay, I agree with you with that. Before, like with Obama could say plenty of lies and they would not call him out. I agree with you that when Biden comes in,
I don't know about that, because Obama wasn't lying like Trump on any.
No, of course not. Of course not. He wasn't.
And as a matter of fact, Obama wasn't. I can't even recall right now a big lie that Obama did or anything.
I agree with you. But I'm talking about maybe his failings. Maybe they didn't call out his failings as much. You know what I'm saying?
They would not challenge him. They would not challenge him.
And Joe Biden, they're going to do the same thing. Go ahead, John.
But we're missing the point, right? The point was about the marketing part of things, right? Like, it doesn't matter about journalism, what they're talking, but Trump, anytime there's something happening big, Trump will send out a tweet absolutely the opposite of stuff, because he knows the media is going to talk about that specific tweet and not talk about the problem. So he is a marketing, like he knows that works, and he knows that the media is going to eat it alive. So
Right, but that's
he's in
because
the
the
pack.
media, but that's because the media is not doing a good job.
All right,
The way they cover him.
Water is wet.
Yeah,
Captain
yeah.
Obvious
I know.
over here.
Right. All right, let me
Just
button
saying.
up. Let me button up this conversation. Let me
I guess
button up
he's a
this
marketing
conversation.
genius by exploiting, the idiots in the media. I guess.
All right, let me button up this conversation. Okay. We can move on to the next topic, but I know my man Gabe sent this out in the chat. He sent this to me and says in a political article, Obama tries to distance himself from the public option, and it says, I didn't campaign on the public option. This is what Obama tried to say, but the article says, but this is not true. In a campaign position paper on healthcare, Obama mentions the public plan 8
receipts.
times.
I'll pull up receipts.
8 times.